Alphonse Ratisbonne was born into a wealthy Jewish family in France in 1814. While still young, his older brother Theodore converted to the Catholic faith and was eventually ordained a priest. Alphonse was appalled at this and became hostile to the Catholic faith. He resolved never to speak to his brother again. After studying law at Paris, he became a member of his uncle's famous banking firm, and in 1841 was betrothed to the daughter of his oldest brother. As she was only 16 years old, the marriage was postponed, and Alphonse decided to travel around Europe. While in Naples, he booked passage to his next intended destination, Palermo, but instead took the wrong boat and arrived in Rome. While there, he visited the sites and museums. One day, he encountered a Catholic convert, Theodore de Busiris, who knew his priest brother. While this made Alphonse hate the man, he enjoyed conversing with him because of his knowledge. Later, Alphonse visited Theodore again. They had a heated discussion about Catholicism, and Theodore made a wager with Alphonse. "Have you the courage to submit yourself to a very simple and innocent test? Only to wear a little something I will give you. Look, it is a medal of the Blessed Virgin. It seems very ridiculous, does it not? But I assure you, I attach great value and efficacy to this little medal. Also, you must say every night and morning the Memorare, a very short and very efficacious prayer which St. Bernard addressed to the Blessed Virgin Mary." Not wishing to give offense, Alphonse agreed. Although he had absolutely no belief in what he viewed as a charade, he nevertheless wore the medal and said the prayer daily as requested. He figured it couldn't do any harm and would prove to all the ridiculous nature of Catholicism. Meanwhile, Theodore enlisted the help of all his friends to join him in praying the Memorare for the conversion of Alphonse. Chief among them was a devout Catholic who was seriously ill, Count La Ferronnaise. The Count offered his own life in return for the conversion of the young Jew, and he prayed the Memorare 20 times in succession for this intention. That very day, the Count suffered a heart attack, and having received the last rites, he passed away peacefully to his eternal rest. The next day, Alphonse met again with Theodore, who was just about to enter the Basilica of St. Andrea del Frate to arrange the funeral of his friend the Count, inviting Alphonse to wait for him in the church. Theodore left to speak to one of the monks. When he returned sometime later, he found Alphonse kneeling in prayer at the altar of St. Michael and bathed in tears. Alphonse asked to be taken immediately to a Catholic priest to be baptized, and when he was eventually able to compose himself, he took off his miraculous medal and kissed it, exclaiming, "I have seen her, I have seen her." I had been in the church but a few minutes when suddenly I felt myself seized with a strange uneasiness. I lifted my eyes. The whole edifice was veiled from my sight. All the light was concentrated in one chapel. Alone in the midst of this brilliance, radiant, full of majesty and sweetness, appeared the Blessed Virgin Mary, such as she is depicted on the miraculous medal. An irresistible power attracted me to her. She made a sign with her hand for me to kneel. Opening her arms to me, she seemed to say, "It is well." She did not speak, but somehow I understood the frightful situation I was in, my sins and the beauty of the Catholic faith. After a short period of retreat with the Jesuits, Alphonsus was baptized, taking the name Marie-Alphonse, and also received confirmation and First Holy Communion from the hands of Cardinal Patrizzi, the vicar of the Pope. News of the conversion spread quickly, and the Holy See, after a 4-month investigation, declared the conversion an authentic miracle, an act of God brought about by the powerful intercession of the Virgin Mary. Alphonse's brother, Father Theodore, was overjoyed by his brother's conversion, and they were soon reunited. Alphonse, having broken off his engagement, subsequently joined the Jesuit novitiate and was ordained a priest in 1847. Alphonse worked tirelessly for the conversion of Jews and Mohammedans until his death in 1884.